What's up guys, Cocojobro here and welcome back to another DBD video. In today's video, I'm so excited to share with you guys the new 6th anniversary Survivor and Killer and possible map with their perks for Dead by Daylight that's coming up. That is right, we have some really cool images, so let's actually get right into it. The first thing I want to share with you guys is Hattie Carr. She is the new Survivor, super cool. I believe she has some Indian background or maybe some Middle Eastern background, which is awesome, getting a lot of representation lately with DBD and in the community, so it's really cool that people can relate to different survivors and killers. The new killer is called the Dread, and this thing looks really funny. It honestly reminds me of the baby in Silent Hill PT, if you guys remember that, when you walk into the bathroom. Either way, I really love the design. It looks very creepy, very dark, very spooky, if you will, so I'm really excited for that. Let's jump into the perks. So we have Septic Touch. This is a perk for the new killer. And mainly what this does is whenever a survivor performs a healing action within your terror radius, that survivor suffers blindness and exhaustion, and this effect lingers 6 seconds after the healing action is interrupted by any means necessary. So this is really cool because if you're chasing a survivor and maybe you run into a group of people who are healing, you can hit the person that's healing someone and then chase them, and you do not have to worry about any type of dead hard or balance landing or life. You can definitely just count on getting them down, maybe more quickly. You might make a blunder and maybe not expect that type of perk, which is really cool. The next one we have is called Disillusion. So with Disillusion, 3 seconds after injuring a survivor by any means necessary, Disillusion activates for 12 seconds. So the next time a survivor fast falls over a pallet, it's actually going to break if they're in your terror radius. So if you're chasing that same survivor that was healing someone and they jump over God pallet, or if they jump over something, then it just breaks. You don't have to worry about it. It's like Spirit Fury. And I think this is really good because you don't have to worry about any maybe CJ checks, maybe some people just wasting your time from pallet to pallet. I think this is absolutely an awesome perk for maybe people who are just most reliant on pallets rather than knowing how to loop. Darkness Revealed is probably one of my favorite perks reading this right now. When you open a locker, the auras of all survivors within 16 meters of any locker is revealed for 3 seconds, and it's a 30-second cooldown. This is disgusting. Imagine downing a survivor at a pallet, right? And instead of picking them up, and then you know that thing where you pick someone up and then they flashlight you or they pallet stun you and the survivor gets away, you can literally open a locker, because most of the time lockers are next to pallets, and you could see around the entire map, oh crap, there's 2 survivors about to go for the save, or 1 survivor is hiding behind this wall, or there's 2 people at different gens, because gens are normally by lockers, right? So this is an amazing perk. I really think it's going to be definitely useful for going against Swifts or maybe those altruistic teammates. Moving over to Hattie's perks, she's got Residual Manifest. After successfully blinding a killer, they're pretty much stuck with the blindness status effect for 30 seconds. This is the first time ever a killer is given a status effect. There's no hemorrhage or bleeding effect. They don't get anything. So for them, they're blind from your auras, from barbecue and chili, from seeing their gens, and this is actually really cool. And on top of that, you get to rummage through an already open chest and get a guaranteed flashlight. That's so good for all our flashlight users. I love hoarding them. I'm a flashlight hoard. I love it. It's amazing. Inner Strength, this one's really, or Inner Focus, this one's a really good one. You can see the scratch marks of survivors around you if they're 32 meters, and whenever they get hit, then you can see the aura of the killer for 5 seconds. This is really good because it's like Fixated 2.0 mixed with, I think it's called Alert from Feng. And you could just see the killer. If you're on a gen and they're chasing your friend, you can literally stick to the gen, and if they double back to you, then you can get a head start on that chase, and it's just so good. So much information from one perk. Overzealous. This is kind of like the Michaela's versus the Nancy's. Do you boon or do you cleanse a totem? After you cleanse a totem with this perk, it activates and your gen repair speed is increased by 4%. This is really crazy. I'm just going to make a speculation that tier 2 is 5%, tier 3 is 6%. If you combine this with Scaredy Pat perk, which is called Spine Chill, you get 6%. So now you have 12%. If you combine this with resilience, you get 9% if you're injured, so that's 21%. And then if you combine this with prove thyself, you're getting a lot. And even if you get fast track, you could start doing gens like literally instantaneously. Super broken. Real quick, we got the new killer's power. This one's a little complicated, but I'll try to break it down really quick. It's called Reign of Darkness. You press and hold the power button to activate. Once you do that, you leave a remnant on the ground. So his ability is called the Glooming. So you leave this remnant on the ground, then you can point at a locker and you can teleport to it. And if a survivor's in there, you can automatically grab them. You can teleport back to your remnant. So this is really cool to maybe cut off survivors. If they're going through Killer Shack, you can maybe jump and then come out and attack them, which is really cool. Now, if survivors want, they can lock lockers with one-time lock, and you can attack it with a basic attack, or you can struggle to get out of it if you want to break it. But survivors can pretty much lock a locker if they want to and kind of counter your power. If you're able to pretty much build up this meter of Nightfall, which happens when you injure, when you hook a survivor, when you teleport, then Nightfall begins once it's full. It's kind of like a pinhead when the box is filled, you know, when the chain hunt happens. So pretty much survivors are surrounded by darkness for 60 seconds. You can teleport faster. You have no terror radius. This is your time to shine as this killer. So this is probably like an upgraded, buffed Sadako, if you will, which I really like. Brings that scare factor back. You don't know when the killer's coming. Your vision is pretty much hindered. You don't know when you're gonna see a killer pop out from the corners. This is really, really good. I absolutely like this. Survivors can break your remnant if they want to pretty much increase the time it takes for your ability to stop. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The last thing I just want to bring to your attention is over on the Twitter page at Leaks by Daylight. The one thing I struggle with this is because they're really like on the top. They're always on it with their stuff. You know, they know everything. If you just go through, here's the cosmetics, you know, here's what's gonna happen in the rift, and they're on it. But these last two tweets that they put right here, where it's like, oh, here's the anniversary map, right? It looks like Thompson House with just new lighting. I don't know if it's real. There's supposed to be a god window in it right here. But it says, oh, there's also allegedly a new map, right? Apparently, the anniversary leaked stuff is right here, you know, new killer, new power. For me, I don't really know why they're using these terms if they're always so certain, if they're always on it. Could this be a chapter that's going to be coming out in the future and they're just using this to mask what the new 6th anniversary killer in Survivor is going to be? You know, we missed that wow factor, right? Like, oh my gosh, I didn't see Resident Evil coming, that was so amazing, right? And then we have these sites that just give us the, you know, new killer, new survivor, here's the new cosmetics, you know, and it kind of takes away the fun. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is legit? Do you think, you know, these are the new killer survivor, or do you think that maybe they're hiding something? Let me know in the comments section below. If you guys like this video or made it this far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more future content. I love to put out DBD videos for you guys every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and also too, I stream every other day, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday in the evening. So if you guys want to check me out, 8 p.m. Central Time, I'll be there. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.